Yeah, anyways, Ruben, are we doing it or not? What's happening?
Yeah, rather. It's being done. Mahalt
But
exactly that's the small love. But before we get there, I want to make a general observation. So Mendy brought up something yesterday in his what's it called again, little invite, that there are some people that are a little uncomfortable with coming on to our Minatzchim group. I feel that because I was very much instrumental in starting this whole group, I want to bring it back to our first meeting that we had. Moshe Brisky was on that meeting and he gave the intro. And I also then spoke, but Moshe Brisky said it. The Nakud over there was that Minatzchim is not affiliated with any particular specific notion of how and what and when the avodah has to be done to bring Mashiach. We all know that Moshe ain't partzefeim Shabbos, ain't the Yisayim Shabbos. If I can perhaps say what is the common denominator that brings and that should be bringing everybody, every chassid, every shliach. I mean, officially this was set for shluchim, but the idea over here is that what brings everybody on the site is one inyan, that we're driven in a way of payil mamish, not just to think and not just to fabrang and not just come up with hypotheticals, but action oriented, to do pa'ulas, to bring Mashiach, and to do them with chayas and with energy and with devotion and with an energy that we're not stopping until the Geulah is here. That's the Nakuda, with an akshanis, with a sense of the tzuach. Now, the way b'poyol mamish it's forming itself to be, and I think this is important to illustrate, to emphasize, is that we're basically creating over here a platform for think tanking. In other words, we're coming for a think tank. We're coming up with ideas, and the way I see this, again, this is my take. The way I see the Minatzchim developing further, we should develop it. It's going to automatically, everything has its ups and downs. It's more energetic moments, and then it gets a little bit. Everybody's shluchim are busy, and people are busy with a lot of things. But I think the important thing is that we get together, we bring on different people, different thoughts. People come up with an idea. Not everybody on this group has to work on every single thing that some people are doing. In other words, this is the place we get together. And if there can be 100 shluchim on this meeting, and then an idea is thrown out, and a certain project fits well with your line of thinking and what you're into. For example, Lezer Gurkov got very excited about the living with Mashiach. Lezer Gurkov is not a big Mashiachist. So he got excited with living with Mashiach. He created that idea. He started writing it. I mean, it was a word, and a bunch of people over here helped him out with all the things that helped him out. We all went even with our money. We all went a stretch. We printed the booklet. We gave it out by the Knesset Shluchim and Sigavadim, and we created this thing. Now we had a Kabbalah Samalchus kind of a campaign happening before Yud Aleph Nisan. I understand that some people are not comfortable with a more extreme element of identifying Mashiach, saying Rebbe Mashiach, and emphasizing that. So not everybody has to participate in that particular line if you're not comfortable with it. What you are going to see, again, the Payol Mamish, is that most shluchim that are going to kach sich in Mashiach are generally going to take their kach from Mashiach from the sichos of Nun Aleph and Nun Beis, because that's when the Rebbe was bubbling. The Rebbe was always bubbling for Mashiach, but those sichos was like very, very intense. And that's also Mishnah Achrayna. That's like the last thing. So most people that are in that headspace, in the Nun Aleph and Nun Beis sichos, it lends itself very much to a kach, not only in the Zman HaGeula, but also in the identity of Mashiach. I'm not saying that everybody has to take that from the sichos. You could technically learn the sichos and kind of navigate and don't put your kach in, and that's 100% good. So what I am saying, and I'm saying this clear to everybody, no one over here is chas v'shalom promote or stating it. This is the only way. It's not our intentions. We don't want this. We're all in a spirit of Avos Yisrael. We respect people's opinions, and azay or azay. Obviously, sometimes Fabrengen styles, things get said a little bit, between Chassidim, we sometimes can express things with a little milsa de bedichase, but that doesn't mean chas v'shalom that anybody should ever feel uncomfortable. We are inviting every single shliach and everybody across the world. Kum lametan. Let's do whatever it is. The Rebbe spoke after the Rebbe said, "Mazolen Pirkei Avos," and they'll bring in Mashiach. Like, the guy's part of us that anything, but kochen and bring in the Geula. There's millions of different ways. And here's the thing. Obviously, this is also a call because obviously the same people can't be involved in every single project because there's just there's a the Rebbe brings Hayom Kotzav HaMalach HaMeruba. The Rebbe brings. The Rebbe actually says in the Valde Gesich, and I just learned it today. How could a Tarfin say Hayom Kotzav HaMalach HaMeruba? That's opposite of the idea that the Eibishter gives us all the koiches that we need to do to get the job done. And here you're saying Hayom Kotzav HaMalach HaMeruba. The Rebbe asks, what says the Baal Bayis Doichik? The Eibishter gives us everything to make it for Menucha. We should be able to do the Avodah. And more than that, the Rebbe adds another Geshmak of word. It says, this week's Pirkei Avos, the Rebbe says, we're talking about Milsa de Chassidus. What's Pirkei Avos? Pirkei Avos is Milsa de Chassidus. So we're talking about someone who's already doing everything. You're already into extra credit. You're doing extras. Is what's the pshat over here about Palamat Salem, that we're lazy. So the Rebbe says that there is the avodah that is done, that you're serving the Eibishter based on your natural koiches the Eibishter has given you. Your tzir, the kedusha, your koiches the kedusha, your education, your inspiration that you have from other people, and so on and so forth. You're working with what you have. You're not. But the Rebbe says Milsa de Chassidus is the Yigom Lefnim Meshidus of it. And Iker, the Rebbe connects it to Rebbe Tarfon. Tarfon is someone who's not interested in just being Al Pi Teva. That's what he has. The Rebbe says he has a non-Jewish name because a non-Jewish name means you're going outside of the box. You're going outside of what is expected to you as a Yid. Mitzad your koiches that were given to you from before. You're breaking out. And then once you're entering into Avodah Shaloi Kefi Teva, that means that you're not working based on what is expected from you. You want to bring Mashiach. You want to bring the Geula. Not what we're going to have kindness on you, what is expected from you. You're devoted with an ibik, a believable, then Hayom Kotzav HaMalach HaMeruba. The malacha is so much, and I think it very much characterizes what this group is supposed to be. Every shliach can say to himself, to herself, Ani es nafshi yitzalti. I have my community. I have my own private shlichus. I have a full. My plate is full. I'm doing my shlichus. Was darf ich gehen jetzt reintun and bringen the Geula and join a group of shluchim that are doing extra curriculum stuff? But that's the whole nakuda. The whole nakuda over here is that Bias Mashiach is negeya and etzem hanefesh. And when I'm negeya and etzem hanefesh, it's not based on measure. It's not based on the didav hagbolos. It's not based on unlimited koich. It's unbelievable. And on that level, let's talk about pe'ala matzelim, because no matter how much you do, you'll feel like you're an atzel. That's the point that Rebbe is to. No matter how much you do, you feel you're a lazy bum. Why? Because so that's the point of it. There's malacha meruba. There's an unbelievable amount of work that could be done to bring the Geula. We need everybody to join this group. So there's no judgmentalness over here. There's no this, you have to be like this, you have to be like that. Sometimes certain pu'ulas are going to be in one kav, fine. And let others come on to our thing and present many pu'ulas, and that everybody can do. And whoever feels shaykh to particular various different pu'ulas should step up to the plate and not wait for this one or that one that it has to be decided by some vad. It's not decided by any vad. This is a very open forum that everybody should join together, and we should do, like the Rebbe said, tut alts was he can. Alts is very broad. That's just a little thought, because I hope that if you recorded this and this goes out to people, that people shouldn't feel in any way chas v'sholem that this is we're locked and we're set only in one way. And I think everybody truly feels that way over here. That's in this group. L'chaim.
100%. I mean, I'll second the motion of what you just said. My only question is, right now, you're preaching to the converted. How does this get out to the masses or to those who get that impression? So I'm going to guess that Mendy had this from someone who sent it to you, who spoke to you about it, or
I met someone.
You met someone, okay. So maybe you could send this directly to this someone, and from this someone to like-minded people. Obviously, that if the reason why I'm saying to this someone, not just in the belt, because obviously it's something that he's concerned about. It sounds like he would want to be involved, but he has his reservations. So maybe he could be persuaded by what was just so sincerely and so honestly said, which this is what it is. But maybe he can share this with like-minded people and other rabbis.
Okay, Ruben, what are we doing with Pel Mamish with the Nusach? We gotta get going. It's getting late.
Yeah, I read it, and he did a good job. What's his name? He's on the phone with us. He's phenomenal, based on the information that we gave him. I just feel that for a non-Lubavitcher, it needs to be tweaked. In other words, we have to speak a little. We have to emphasize other points, and I myself didn't figure out what that is. So I think it would be good if maybe we bring it up right now. We can bring it up, whatever he wrote, we can bring up right now. Let's discuss it, because this would be good for this meeting. Let's discuss what are the points we feel we should give it to him and where we should edit, and get it sent off the Torah anytime, because if they will take it, this is much better, and it will take a load off us having to do it, and will also be Shalheves Olam Alel. That's the whole Sivan. That's the whole Pashas Ba'aloischa. That it will be Avodah B'Koyach Atzmo. You have to get that those that are organizing, they should feel that it's their inyan to talk about Mashiach. It's not.
Right.
For this to be able to be edited in somebody else's language, I just want to share this with you. An interesting Bashgacha part. Somebody mentioned to me something that unser Gemara, etc. He was asked by another Rav to prepare for him. He had to prepare a pilpul advar. He had to print a Dvar Torah in a non-Chabad journal. And this other Rav asked this younger man, who was a big Talmud Chacham, and he asked him, this is what I want to talk about, and they were learning it. Can you please put it in writing form? Can you do it for me? So the guy wrote it for him, and he wrote it. What he thought was this passed in a Sefer Chidushim for Aveltischer Rabbonische Sefer. So he sent it back to him and says, it's beautiful what you did, but it sounds too much like Likutei Sichos. So, and he was disappointed because he said, I was very careful. It shouldn't sound like it. So then he told him, there's no way you can think differently. Kannst du dich reinstellen im Kopf von dem Litvak, wie schreibt das, weil du hast nicht im Kopf, oh Hashem. So if we want to write something for somebody who should talk to him, you have to give it to somebody like him to write it. As much as we're going to add it, it's still going to sound like a Likutei Sichos. And Ashreinu Matov contained from that, right? But so therefore, I think if you know anybody who is
but let's bring up first what we do have.
okay.
You have label, you have it, right? You sent it to me, but I wouldn't be able to bring it up on the phone now because I'm just on the phone.
It's also the Lubavitcher song.
I know, but let's start with somewhere.
No, Laser also sent. It was Laser and the musician. No?
They edited it. Laser and Zusha edited what label wrote.
I made a viewpoint, but as I'm saying, it has to go to somebody whose mindset, whose the way of thinking is not a Lubavitcher way of thinking.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it is good. Let's take a look at it. I looked then. Before Shavuos, I was doing a big program, and I didn't give it Simas Lev. Maybe we can read it now, take a look and see whatever. Because I feel here's the thing: the Payal Mamish. If we get this thing rolling, this is a gewaldige Pa'ula. That it should be a limud about Mashiach across the world will be unbelievable.
I sent the original right now to Mendy's WhatsApp. So if he wants to put the original, I didn't see the edited version. So maybe we should put up the edited version.
You have it. You sent it to me.
I gave you both.
You gave me both. You have it. So can you either send it to Mendy or something that we can put it up?
Yeah. Let's send it. Yeah, I have both right here.
Okay, should I put it in the chat right now?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. You see the chat?
Yeah.
I could also share the screen.
That's what that would be better. Because I can't see that. Okay, we have to make this bigger.
I
Oh,
will,
it
I
does
will.
everybody. This is the original one that you wrote, right?
Way to enlarge that? I need some help. Everybody can tell
Yeah,
me.
yeah. I'm trying to make it bigger.
Ah,
and
you type. I thought we can do it. We can do it ourselves.
No, I don't
You
know.
can-
I mean,
You can press on your screen. Tap on
No,
your screen. A couple times should come. Oh, you
see
don't have a
this?
phone. You don't have a computer.
I can't. I'm having a hard time with this. I can make it this bigger, that's for sure.
Yeah, but now it seems like it's split onto two screens to me.
It is,
Right,
but
it's bigger at least.
it just, let me see if I can.
Oh, yeah,
fit
so, but it looks good. It looks good. It looks good to me. It's kind of later now. But maybe.
Oh, yeah.
see if- Oh, now it's letting me zoom. Did you see it?
I'm good.
So strange.
Okay. I think we're good enough. Let's go. We're good.
All right, so read it, Ruben.
Proposal for Global Day of Learning dedicated to the Geula. Over the last few years, Torah leaders all over the world have been talking about the Geula. Shout out Torah, Reb Chaim Kanievsky, that's how proclaimed Mashiach was standing by the door. Former Chief Sephardic Rabbi Shlomo Amar pointed to global events as clear signs of the Geula. I think number one, for most of the Frum world, I don't know who runs Torah thing.
Anytime?
Probably Torah anytime. I mean, I don't think they can even. I think that the smichus of Chief Rabbi Shlomo Amar to Reb Chaim Kanievsky needs a mamutza beinehem, meaning it's too far of a gap. If you say Reb Chaim Kanievsky and you say the Get It Rebbe or something, whatever, I don't know, and you go immediately. I'm saying a Chief Sephardic Rabbi Shlomo Amar doesn't, I think, immediately go together. Just a small observation. It might look like somebody who doesn't have any clue what's happening in the Frum of Welt is putting this together. Just because it seems like there is, Shlomo Amar is not.
Reb Reuven, I don't have any clue.
I know that you don't, because so I'm just pointing that out. That is a noticeable thing. So we have to create some. We have to add a third one in between. That's all.
Yeah, I just wanted to get inspired in Ashkenaz.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You got someone there, Sfarim and Ashkenaz, and we can put something else there in as well.
Who is the official appointed Sarah Torah today?
A Talmud von Abzalman Astulim.
I'm serious. I mean,
I'm telling you, a Talmud
usually
von
the Mishpacha magazine or the Amin
Rabbi
magazine.
Edel. I think Reb Gershon. I think Reb Gershon Edelstein, and he is a Talmud from Reb Astulim. Yeah, and I had a große derecheret about it.
And they don't hold it against him.
Listen, you know what? He already, Reb Steinemann, already had a sach mamtik and a sach dinim. Reb Steinemann, when he met with Reb Yokan, and when he he had dich gewend am alle Mokken von whatever, von the Nebedak Devils. once he came in, he already, it's different. The Snagnus is different. But still, it has to be that, whatever. Anyways, former Chief Rabbi Swadi point is a global event is Kleshon Zebula. The predictions found in Tractate Site and Sanhedrin are occurring daily before our eyes. I think that's all good. Furthermore, I think people identify with that. Furthermore, Rabbanim and Askanim from every group and circles in Klal Yisrael agree to the next steps. Rabbanim and Askanim, I think, need to be, Askanim shouldn't be the ones that are deciding what's supposed to be the next step. Askanim are the ones who actually do things. So furthermore, Rabbanim Rosh Yeshivas, I don't know what you want to put.
Yeah, I was going to say Rosh Yeshivas, yeah.
And Rabbanim Rosh Yeshivas, guys will agree to the next step, or the leaders of it. I'm saying just Askanim are the ones who are the Payal Mamish people, general. The more we, well, there's something a mistake there. The more we more, no?
Yeah, it's a mistake.
Okay. We spread the word about Tshuva and Geula, the more we can prepare Yidden for the changes that will take place, and the more we can ease the birth pangs of redemption. Okay?
It's a sentence that needs to be reworked.
Yeah, that needs some rewriting. Another thing is, the more we spread the word about Tshuva and Geula, the more we can prepare Yidden for the changes that will take place, the more we can ease the birth pangs of redemption. Yeah. So the Nikud over here is that if people are educated, then they're obviously preparing themselves, and if they're preparing themselves, then the process will be easier. Okay, that's the Nekuda here, right?
Yeah.
Which we can say, we can say that should be, that doesn't seem to be a radical statement, right?
Yeah.
Unless people will argue Ein David Chadas, that would be the counter argument to this.
By the way, in Lazar's Nusach, he writes that we can ease the Chavla Mashiach.
Yeah, things like that. Okay, we'll take a look. To that end, we propose a worldwide 24-hour learn-a-thon on the Geula, produced by Torah Anytime. Specifically, we want communities to unite on Rosh Chodesh Av and learn about the Geula in a spirit of Avos Yisrael out and Hashem. Avos Yisrael, Avos Atayna. There you're giving away Lubavitch. Just want you to know.
What do you mean?
It's good. It's a nishka shlechte zachen. The spirit of Avos Yisrael, Avos Atayda, and Avos Hashem. The three Avos. That's what the Rebbe speaks in Basiligani.
Okay.
The question is, how much is that already accepted lingo by other people, or is that Chabad lingo? I'm already a little bit out of the yeshiva world or whatever to know if this is a red flag.
How bad can it be? How bad can it be? No, why?
I'm just pointing. I'm pointing. I'm just saying it's just something that initially, the first time I read it, I felt, oh, there's Lubavitch. I felt it strong. Okay. There is so much material and so many brilliant scholars that this kinus is also a word that we use.
Maybe besides Avos, maybe say Av and Achtus Yisrael, maybe put an Achtus.
The spirit of Achtus Yisrael and Avos Atayda. I like that. In the spirit of Achtus Yisrael and Ahavas Atayda and Ahavas Hashem. Yeah, that would be a good thing. Achtus Yisrael and Ahavas Atayda and Ahavas Hashem. Yeah, or in the spirit of Achtus. You don't have to put Yisrael.
Right.
In the spirit of Achtus. The spirit of Achdus, I think that would be better. Avos Atayda and Avos Hashem.
Hey, Bill, you were able to take notes?
I'm making changes as you talk.
Okay, good, because I can't.
Okay, there is so much material and so many brilliant scholars that this kinus Torah. Okay, could be one of the most exciting and significant ever produced. How do they call when they do their big Dirshu, when they do the big Dirshu events? Does anybody know what is the word they use when we're talking about the Dirshu does the big the Shasathon? They learn the entire Shas in one day, and they have these. We just want to see.
Do a Google search. No.
Mhm. Imagine tapping into lectures on the Geula as viewed through the prisms of halacha, hashkafa. A laser cleaned this up a little bit. Into lectures of the Geula as viewed through the prisms of, I don't know, you wrote halacha, hashkafa, musach, akira, chassidus, and Torah history. Let me see if we need all of that. Halacha, hashkafa.
You could take
You
the
people-
prisms out too.
Also is another thing. No, prism is good. Prism is a good word. The prisms of halacha, hashkafa. See, hashkafa automatically is musar and chakira and chasidus.
Okay.
And what does Torah history mean in this case? What would that mean?
Generations over the, I mean, my
No,
gosh,
I'm trying to get this as
scholarship, Torah scholarship. Generations of Torah scholarship.
of Torah, maybe of Torah Masorah. Masorah. They love the word Masorah.
Okay, Torah Masorah is fine.
But I don't know if it fits in the sentence. Please, someone else speak up here. Prisms of halacha, hashkafa, musar, chakira, chasidus, and Torah history. What did Laser made a little? I remember a little edit on this.
I remember making some comments here. I don't have access to it now. But again, I come back to what I said before. We have to give this to someone. There must be somebody that you know that is that writes and that thinks of in the literature world. How about what's his name? Besser, that writes for the Shlomo Besser's son, doesn't he write for the magazine?
Yeah, he writes for the Army magazine. Yeah.
Where does he live?
I have no idea. But let's not make ourselves two jobs that we will get together in 2 weeks from now. We know we didn't reach him, we didn't do it. Let's think amongst us. Who is the Azuge Kumanevis?
He's a good writer.
Yeah. I'm thinking,
good writer, I mean with the Kuma Cup.
no, but this shouldn't be such a big job that we need to do that. We can, yeah. Okay, we are asking. This part bothered me. When I say bothered me is I think we left for ourselves too much of the work, and I want to cut out a lot of it because this is not what we want. Why are we asking Torah and Time to take the lead? Okay, that's good. Torah and Time is the largest, most powerful, good, a little flattery. That's perfect. Learning platform on the internet. That's not just flattery. Oh, it is the truth. I said it's flattery. A search on your site turned up 279 shiurim on the Geula. Very good. For our part, we will help solicit speakers. That's okay. Suggest topics, yes. Promote the events via TED, Yeshiva World Amadia, as well as Chassidic. This that I want them to do. No, promote the event. Like, who's going to pay for this? That's the thing. That's the thing we want. We don't want this to become our load that we're going to have to put out these ads, because that's going to become now our budget, and we don't have a budget. So I think that needs to be changed.
I can say help promote the event
and can help promote and help promote the event. That's our thing. We will help promote the event, but they have to put up the event and they have to do the advertisements for it. It's their event.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we go back to the top over here on the other one. Where are we at? Okay. Using all the resources we can get. Several months ago, we produced a Google featuring features of about over 500,000. We believe that this global day of learning, a learn-a-thon for the Geula, can be even larger. You know, it's pretty good. I think with a little tweaking on those little things, where this is good to go to them. We hope you agree. I'm looking forward to working with you to make this happen. The next, I think, thing is if Torah Anytime is willing to take this. So let's clean this up. Let's clean this up.
I suggest we just take out the reference to the side Torah and Glomar and just say the Torah leaders all over the world have been talking about the Gula.
Yeah, that's it. You don't have to give. We're already bet. Yeah, we're going too far.
Predictions found in Sotar occurring daily before the eyes. Nobody's gonna,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. the next paragraph saying that I would just take out the first, the more we spread truth and gula, is the more we can prepare Yidden for the changes that will take place, the more we can earn the base birth pangs of gula, or redemption.
Yes, which we are all feeling, which we are
Yeah.
definitely all feeling. In other words, they emphasize that that's what we're going through with all this cuckoo-ness that's happening in the world. And we want to ease this, so this would definitely be and hasten the complete redemption.
Okay.
I say instead of in the end line, we hope you agree. I think we hope you can take on this project. I'm looking forward to working with you.
You will take on the project.
Yes, you will. Now, does anybody think it needs more meat that we should add to it?
I don't think so. I think leave it simple, plain. They understand exactly what we want.
Yeah.
That's it. What do you have to over? It's over.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Say that. Now, what we should do is we should already have a list put together of potential teachers.
That's important, right? Here's the suggestion.
So they don't some names. So we can do that right now. Let's roll out. Let's roll out a bunch of names right now.
Yeah, 100%. Do it because they're waiting.
So at least if we give them already 10 names of people that this, then they're already okay. Very good. Let's go. I have like this. We can put on Rabbi Visa Heister.
The Jacobsons, no, the Jacobsons.
Yeah, but don't put him first because you don't want to put the Lubavitcher first.
Maybe Greenberg. The Greenberg from Buffalo is very good.
Yeah, but okay. Let's give our two Lubavitcher names. You want to put Jacobson?
Oh, that's I think we're gonna get 10 Lubavitcher names.
No,
I didn't understand.
No, let's give them a list of names that they can go after, and they can. So remember with the guy who spoke by on the Dirshu, Rabbi, the one who gave also he pulled back. He gave his retraction to the one who made the sefer on Shmoy Shel Mashiach on the Rebbe Menachayim. What's his name? The guy from Flatbush. He seems to be an honest guy. From the fact that he even gave a retraction on it.
Right.
What was his name? He spoke on the. We got him on the Dirshu.
I don't remember. I have to see the book.
Sandy had him. Sandy was the one who got him. Okay, we're gonna get to that soon. Rabbi Tuvia Leaf. Let's put down names. Rabbi Tuvia Leaf, Rabbi Ephraim Shapiro from. He also gave us one, but it didn't end up. He gave it to us too late, so it didn't end up being added to the video. Rabbi Effie Shapiro is very. Rabbi Ephraim Shapiro is his name from very popular guy from Florida.
Why don't you start off with the Chevra that they understand?
That's what I'm saying.
Literature.
Okay, we're going to get to literature, but let's first give you. These are very acceptable names in the world of popular people that people want to listen to. Okay, they're not just looking. So Ephraim Shapiro, Rabbi, what's his name? Rabbi Tuvia Leaf, Rabbi Yossi Jacobson, Rabbi Rabbi Binyamin, the guy from Borough Park, that he's close to Lang, and he gave us his name, Rabbi Binyamin. No, Binyamin Eisenberg, Rabbi Binyamin Eisenberg. Maybe, and last time he was very, very hard to track down, but if he would do it, it would be amazing. Maybe if they reach out, that's the point. The Torah anytime is reaching out to them, so they're taking.
Exactly. Don't forget, they're gonna have a list of chevra they're gonna pick.
Yeah. But Meilach Biederman spoke then, so he would be great for the Chassidische chevra. Rabbi, who else in the Chassidische Welt? Oh, there is this Belze guy who's huge in I'll give you his name right now. Friedman, Menashe something. He's a huge Magachid. You know what I'm talking about? Thousands of people listen to him. As a Belze in Gaman and Eretz Yisrael. Menashe.
The Biederman, aber nicht der Belze.
No, nicht Biderman. No. I know where I'm going to find it. My Shver, I remember sending a recording. My Shver sent me a recording from him. So I'm going to give you Menashe Zai. Here we go. I'm going to get it over here. Rabbi Reisman. Rabbi Menashe Reisman from Yerushalayim. Okay, Rabbi Menashe Reisman. Rabbi Weinberger, we had him from
label. You're writing this down, I hope, right?
Yeah, Rabbi Weinberger. What's Weinberger's first name? Rabbi Moshe Weinberger. Rabbi Moshe Weinberger. Rabbi, you're talking about, you want to have Talmidei Chachamim over here. You know what you can ask? Weiss, Halacha. Ooh, he's huge. Weiss from Yerushalayim. No, what's his first name? A big. Today he's considered one of the biggest, Gedolim. He's a Chassidish Yid in Yerushalayim. Rabbi Weiss.
I'm only half listening. Did you say Ephraim Goldberg from VRS?
Yes.
So I don't know which crowd you're catering for. So by some, he's a little bit controversial.
That's what we need. You're gonna everybody. If you're dealing with 20 speakers, it's okay to have one or two controversies. It's people that people are what's it called again? Torah Anytime has it. It's not like Torah Anytime doesn't have it.
He's already in the roster.
Yeah. Whoever they have is okay. We have to go through and look through their roster, but whoever they have over, that's who you can select from.
There's Yosef Mizrahi made a list a few years ago of the whatever it is, the 10 Jewish speakers and rabbis that are asur to listen to. Manis Friedman is on them.
And Ephraim, yeah. Okay. If we are gonna measure based on what this guy
I know.
Have this, then him I would not want to invite on this. Who else? Okay, I gave a few. I forgot. Just put Rabbi Weiss.
What about Majeski?
No, okay, we can put some of ours as well.
No, not our Majeski. His Yisrael Noach Majeski, the heavy set, trim beard, orange. He's related.
From LA.
LA, yeah.
No. I don't think he's enough of a known guy. You know who? It's a very known guy. Videos,
he's now featured on these Chazak podcasts.
Oh, could be. He's a good guy. But I have someone better from Los Angeles, Rabbi, the one from Yavne here, Rabbi Shlomo. I have his number. Give me a second. Shlomo Einhorn. Rabbi Shlomo Einhorn from Los Angeles. Now from the Yeshiva Shavelt, if you can get someone like Rabbi Urin Reich, who's the one who now I saw him.
If you can get one of the Rosh Yeshivas from the Beis Medrash Gevaya to say a couple of words, you gotta get a couple of,
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be against the Dosha.
Basically, you want people to give it. You want people to give.
Did you get Shlomo? What's his last name?
Shlomo Einhorn.
Yeah, you can give a share too. I mean, why not?
And
a share in a subject.
Don't forget,
relating.
Once you get Rosh Yeshivas, the Bachrim will more of a what do you call it? A Bachrim will cook in it,
Hold on, 24. How many shluchim verbringt on the 24-hour?
Each one, I think each one had it in half an hour. Make it,
but with the videos in between. So how many were there? Like 48 almost.
Yeah, 45. Yeah, 40 something. Yeah.
This would be quite an avodah for them to put this together. To get but here the shiurim, if you can make each shiur 45, 50 minutes, so you don't need that many. You need 20. You need about 25.
But again, you don't want to lose your crowd. I don't know if they want to do that. Usually they give they understand that. They understand 20, 25 minutes, half an hour is already long. A share like
you don't want to make it too long because they'll be talking to the wall.
Yeah. You want to be interested. People should be on their toes. You know, it'd be interesting. I'm sure they
Okay, then you-
understand that. Should we
but then
put that
you
in? Should we
But then you
suggest that?
need, if it's not a full-fledged shear, then you need double the amount of people. Understand? You know, if you want to do 24 hours,
I don't know. Throw it out there. They're probably they're gonna choose. You know.
they have so many people. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They can choose so many.
Listen, we're feeding them the idea, and let's see what comes back. That's the idea. Basically, we're feeding them. You know.
Yeah. Okay. I think if we give them a list of we add, how many did I give you already?
You're making a list, but I think if these guys are taking it serious, they'll ask you the question: have you spoken to these people? Or are you just throwing me names?
I'm throwing your names of people that that's all I'm
So
doing.
if you're asking me, I don't need your names. Tell me you spoke to already, so then you did the work.
Yeah, no.
Then by just giving him a
No,
list.
no, but we can write that. We
about-
can write, we, you know, if interested, we can help with reaching some of these and getting you. We could do that. We can
Then I
start
would
the
say
process.
something else. Who do you think we should get? And we'll try to help you get them. If you want them to be there, don't give them names.
Okay. Okay, so let's not give them names here. So then let's.
Why? I don't
when
think
they,
there's a problem.
No, but when they
It's
start
suggesting.
communicate, no, but when they start communicating back with us, and if they'll say, so then we can start giving names and stuff like that. Maybe that's what we should do.
Yeah.
This is the general idea. Let's see what they say about it.
Okay.
But we should have already a list compiled because we should try to
We have a
suggest
list for
stuff.
ourselves, but not to give them.
Yeah, okay.
Because if you give them, basically you're telling them, I have a program, I have an agenda, I have everything. I just want to use your name and
Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's better.
we don't have names.
Yeah,
We have an idea.
yeah.
I'm
You
going
can
to
say,
have
if
to-
you'd like, we have a list
off
of people
because I
that we can
Now,
send.
we said Rish Chodesh of, which day of the week does that come out? If that might not
Yeah,
not be a good day.
That's Friday. Yes, we have to do.
No. So we have to do during the week, during the 9 days. That's what you're right.
No,
During
Matzah Shabbos. Matzah Shabbos.
during the 9 days. Yeah. Matzah Shabbos and Sunday of.
That's based and Gimel, I think.
You want to
Yeah.
keep it way enough from Tisha B'Av because Tisha B'Av, they have their annual
Yeah. There's the different events.
the different events.
But I think that Matzah Shabbos through Sunday night, that would be a perfect Gimel of. We suggest a date you can put in.
And want to do it the night affair.
Start Matzah Shabbos until the next day.
10 to 10, from 10 to 10. That's how they did it with the.
I'm really sorry. I have to get
Yeah,
off. 'cause I
okay.
have an appointment which I must go to. I'm already late. I just noticed. So the Rebbe helfen, so schnell haben du gleich jetzt genug schon geredet.